What's up, team, and welcome to Mettle Memo number 46. Today's topics include 1. Lessons learned, reps over rumination. 2. Tip of the week, presence before performance. 3. What I am eating, meals and macros. And 4. Training and workouts, the London and Tokyo Marathon prep. And if you'd rather listen, you can click on the podcast link, or if you'd rather watch, like you may be doing right now, click on the YouTube link. I also have a training program, and it's a Mettle weekly training program to paid members. So you get a full 7-day layout, strength conditioning, endurance and recovery, and a detailed breakdown of each day, every training, and a mindset focus for the week. Big update, I now do one-on-one coaching, and I've opened that up to the public. Previously, I've been doing it for close friends and friends of friends, and now I am opening it up to strangers. So one-on-one personal coaching and programming. If you are interested in a full workout plan for 12 weeks and a nutrition plan, please check out the link in the description or below. Starting off, part 1, lesson learned. Reps over rumination. The day tuna taught me confidence without teaching confidence. So I was walking down Main Street of my college, the university for my European friends, with someone a couple years older than me. And he was like a mentor type. We called him Tuna. That's a story for another time, but Tuna was the kind of guy who made the whole world feel lighter. He was jovial, he was charming, he was very comfortable in his own skin. And as we walked, it was constant. Hi, Tuna. What's up, Tuna? Tuna. Every 10 steps, another person. And it wasn't one kind of person. The baristas at the coffee shop, who were also students trying to pay rent, and leaders of clubs and organizations, random people I had never seen before, people who clearly had a history with him, people who looked like they were barely getting through the week. The school had 20,000 people, and somehow everyone knew him. So I asked him the question I was pretending I didn't really care about, but I said, "Hey, how do you do that?" He looked at me like I'd ask how you to blink, and he's like, "Do what?" And I was like, "How do you get so many people to like you? How does everyone know you?" He didn't pause to craft something clever. He said, "Start by talking to people." That was it. No hack, no secret, just reps. And then he added the part that stuck with me. He said, everyone on the street had a role. The barista isn't a barista. She's a student trying to pay rent. The landscaper isn't just background in this walk. He's really holding the place together. And the club leader isn't a person you should impress. They're carrying something they care about. And the common theme wasn't status. It was treat everyone the same at first. Same baseline respect, same humanity, same simple hello. And that's when I felt it. Nervousness, which didn't really make sense. I thought of myself as a great public speaker. I could handle a room. But the thought of randomly saying hi to strangers, well, that was nerve-wracking. And I remember having this honest moment with myself. Why? I wasn't threatened. I wasn't intimidating. I wasn't doing anything wrong. So what was I afraid of? It was rejection? That a stranger would yell, "No, get out of here, leave me alone"? No. The fear wasn't danger. The fear was embarrassment. The fear of looking awkward. The fear of not knowing what to say. The fear of being ignored. The fear of being seen trying. And Tuna could tell. So he didn't give me confidence advice. He gave me an assignment. The coffee shop rep. He said, "Let's go to this coffee shop." Then he told me, "I want you to ask the cashier 3 questions after you order your coffee." 3 questions? Easy. Until we walked in. As we got closer to the counter, my mind started doing that thing it does when it wants to really protect you. What do I ask? What if she's busy? What if I bother her? What if this is weird? And here's the part I'll admit. I suddenly couldn't think of anything to ask, not because I'm stupid, but because nerves shrink you. They make you self-centered, not in a selfish way, but in a survival way. When you're nervous, you're not curious. You're monitoring yourself. Tuna leaned in and said one sentence that changed everything about communication. Stop thinking of yourself and think about them. Not be confident, not be smooth. Think about them. So I ordered my coffee, and then I tried. How are you today? Fine. Do you go to school here? Yes. It felt like pulling teeth. And I could feel myself tightening, trying to get an interaction right, trying to avoid awkwardness, trying to control the outcome. Then I asked a better question. What has been the highlight of your day so far? Boom. Her face went dull for a second, not annoyed, just thinking, like she hadn't been asked that in a while. And then it lit up. She said, well, I got a kiss from my daughter goodbye this morning, and she always smiles and says, I love you. And that was my highlight. And right there, something snapped into place for me. She wasn't the, quote, cashier. She was a mother with a daughter with a life. And the weird part, nerves disappeared, not because I became confident, because I stopped thinking about myself. I asked more questions. How old is your daughter? Then I looked at her name tag, Marlene, and I said something that even surprised me. Marlene, does she know her mom has beautiful eyes? And in my head, I had this moment of disbelief. Oh, I'm getting the hang of this. And Tuna laughed, like he'd been waiting for that. He stepped in and ended it cleanly. All right, that's enough. I'll take a flat white with regular milk. And we walked out. And I felt like I had nailed it. And Tuna asked, what did you learn? I said, think of her. Ask her questions. He said, that's exactly right. Most people love to talk about themselves, and that shaped everything I know about communication. What I was really afraid of. Looking back, I wasn't afraid of strangers. I was afraid of self-exposure. Because social nervousness isn't always fear of people. It's often fear about what you feel about yourself if the moment doesn't go perfectly. It's the addiction to self-monitoring. What do I say? Was that dumb? Do they like me? What if that's awkward? The loop feels like being careful, but it quietly turns you inward. And when you're stuck inward, you can't connect outward. Tuna didn't give me a trick. He gave me a principle. Service kills self-consciousness. When you genuinely focus on someone else, not as a tactic, but as real respect, anxiety loses all of its fuel. That's why the old rules work. Become genuinely interested in other people, smile, remember their name, be a good listener, encourage others to talk about themselves, and make people feel important and do it sincerely. Not because it's manipulation, because it's attention, and attention is rare. The future cost and the 90-day upside. Here's the hard truth. If you don't practice this, you won't magically wake up confident 5 years from now. You'll still be asking the same questions. Why isn't this working? Still nerves in the elevator? Still quiet at dinner parties? Still watching your world stay small? But if you start today and commit to 90 days of repetitions, everything changes. You stop needing a script because you've built instinct. You stop panicking because you've built proof. And you stop wondering who you could be because you've practiced being him. And this is where training ties in for me now. Back then, I had Tuna beside me. Now, I don't. Now it's my own posture. It's my own breath. It's my own presence. So when you feel good inside and out, when you respect your body and your discipline, you carry yourself differently. People can sense when you're comfortable in your own skin, not because you're performing confidence, because you're not hiding. That's the goal. Not to be fearless, but be practiced. So every week, paid members receive the Mettle Weekly Training Program. They complete 7-day layout of strength conditioning, endurance and recovery, real-world adjustments for busy weeks or injury comebacks, and one mindset focus to anchor your training. The free memo is where I share the lessons, and the paid memo is where we turn it into your actual week. Part 2, tip this week. Presence before performance. The pre-conversation reset so you don't enter interactions already nervous. Most people think confidence starts with words. It usually starts before the words. It starts in your body. So this week's operating rule is simple. Regulate first and then connect. No rushed energy, no apologetic posture. Here's the framework that I'm using. 1, drop your shoulders. If your shoulders are up, your nervous system is already saying threat. Shoulders down, jaw unclenched, and eyes up. 2, 3 long exhales. Not a breathing session, a reset. 3 slow exhales and tells your body we're safe. 3, choose service, not performance. Say this internally before you speak. My job is to make this person feel seen. My job is to make this person feel seen. That one line removes the spotlight from you. And then 4, speak. Don't wait for confidence. Confidence shows up after you act. So practical tip this week. Tonight, take 5 minutes and do this in your notes app. 1, write down 7 places you'll be around strangers this week. That could be elevators, coffee shops, the gym, sidewalks, a store, a grocery store, whatever. 2, next to each one, write pre-conversation reset. And 3, set one rule for nerves. Example, if I feel tension, I exhale 3 times and then speak anyway. That's what it looks like to build social confidence like fitness. Small reps done daily until it becomes identity. Part 3, what I am eating. Below are some pictures and macros of food I enjoyed cooking or eating from this week. This one was banging. Sirloin steak, Japanese sweet potato, baby gem lettuce salad. On the salad, I had some sourdough discard that I made into a flatbread, cut it up, kind of put it on the salad, almost like a pita chip or a crouton. Calories, 427, protein, 36 grams, fat, 10 grams, and net carbs, 42 grams. Next was probably the coolest dish I made, aesthetically at least. It looked incredible. It tasted amazing. They're taco kebabs with chipotle crema and pico de gallo. So approximate macros, we have calories of 356. So it's actually quite lean. And the chipotle crema was made of yogurt and adobe peppers. Protein, 26 grams, fat, 23, and net carbs, 12 grams. And lastly, quite a staple in this household, we have white fish, so we went with tilapia, tomatoes with capers, and brown rice. Calories 406, protein 35 grams, fat 11 grams, and net carbs 39 grams. Part 4, how I am training. Tokyo is 10 days out. London is 9 weeks out. Last week, deload week, was the weekly breakdown. Monday, full rest day, sauna and cold plunge. Tuesday, run 6 miles, easy, strength, upper body, strength only. Wednesday, just strength session, leg day, and with run-specific strength, kind of like prehab at the end. Thursday, run 5 miles easy, workout, upper body strength. Friday, strength session only, lower body strength with focus on posterior chain. Saturday, we have 6 easy miles. And Sunday, we have 13.1, a half marathon, super, super easy. Total running time, approximately 30 miles. Total strength time, 4-ish hours. And the Mettle weekly training program will be the go-to everyday training broken into 4 to 6 week segments. And this is provided weekly to everyone who's a paid subscriber to the Mettle Club Substack. This program focuses on gaining muscle via progressive overload over the 4 to 6 weeks with cardio sessions incorporated and some spicy workouts to keep it interesting, i.e. circuits. If you're interested in any of the other articles that I posted, you could read the description, click on the archives. Otherwise, that is it for Mettle Memo number 46. I'm going to take about 2-3 weeks off when I'm in Tokyo, and after that, I'll have quite a memo to break down the marathon. That's it. Happy training.